Lothar Lessmeister is well known at both national and international level. He has already achieved several major victories, such as a first international Perpignan yearling in 2005, a first international Perpignan hen and a first international Carcassonne hen in 2006, and a first international Marseille hen in 2008. He also had several national successes. In 2003, for example, he won a first national from San Sebastian, followed by a first national Barcelona and a first national Dax in 2006. He also won numerous national and international top prizes. He is the international winner of POW 2014. We are dealing here with a true long-distance champion. He only uses the regular flights in the Union as preparation flights. His pigeons are always ready for the important races in the long distance. Hutschenhausen is a small municipality of 3,869 inhabitants in the state of Rhineland-Palatinate in southwestern Germany. Hutschenhausen is located 20 kilometers west of Kaiserslautern, to be precise. A look at the map shows us that Lothar Lessmeister's lofts are far removed from the major escape routes that are used by most pigeons. Lothar Lessmeister is, like many fellow fanciers, an elderly man. But he still enjoys the pigeon sport. How does a fancier manage to play at the top level for many years in a row? With luck alone you will never get further than a single national or international victory. So, there's more to it. The quality of his pigeons obviously plays a major role, but true champions in the extreme long distance are not that easy to find. Moreover, it comes down to breeding new champions repeatedly, and that is anything but obvious. This is also not due to the use of byproducts. You cannot just turn a mediocre pigeon into a top pigeon with a few supplements. That would be all too easy. The solution to the riddle is quickly found, if you know that Lothar Lessmeister maintained close contacts with Piet de Weerd. Thanks to his methods of classifying and selecting pigeons, he has had a major influence on Lothar Lessmeister's stock, or rather the entire breeding loft. Lothar Lessmeister contacted Piet de Weerd at the end of the 1980s to ask if he wanted to classify his pigeons. The two got along very well, and it was the beginning of a close friendship. Piet de Weerd remained closely associated with this loft until the beginning of 1990. Then Piet decided not to classify Lothar's pigeons any longer, because he was one day older. Piet de Weerd passed away on July 4, 2009, at the age of 96. What exactly has Lothar Lessmeister learned from Piet de Weerd, the great pigeon connoisseur who has raised lofts from all over the world to a higher level? Lothar has mainly learned to select pigeons. It is an art to feel the musculature of a pigeon, and to recognize and assess a good musculature. We all know that a pigeon only moves with the help of muscles that move its wings. A solid back is certainly of less importance than a long-distance pigeon, and even the best eye theories are useless if the pigeon in question does not have strong muscles. Without solid musculature, a pigeon will never become a great champion. You can of course make a weaker pigeon stronger for a short period by administering supplements and medicinal products, but that is only a temporary solution. Why do so many top lofts disappear from the scene after a few seasons? Well, these fanciers failed to select properly and to keep the level of their pigeons high. They failed to choose the right pigeons, it's that simple. Lothar Lessmeister spent countless hours in the company of Piet de Weerd, who taught him the tricks of the trade. This is how we can briefly summarize the story behind the international winner from POW 2014. It also explains why Lothar Lessmeister has been at the international top for so long. Lothar gains most pleasure from breeding good pigeons. Only pigeons with excellent muscles are allowed to breed. According to Lothar, a supple and elastic muscular system is 90% responsible for magnificent and permanent performances in the extreme long distance. All the other external things are not as important. Where the assessment of the muscles is concerned, Lothar is grateful to Piet de Weerd. In the 90s he drove to Breda in the Netherlands on various occasions, 400 kilometers, to learn how to judge the muscles. This typifies the passion of this fancier. When Piet de Weerd noticed that Lothar Lessmeister also had talent, he presented him with a pigeon, namely, Kleiner Buffel. This inbred son of the Buffel, times his own daughter, is still in the breeding lofts in Hutschenhausen. At the time, Piet de Weerd predicted a golden future for Lothar, something which clearly came true. I haven't often seen such high quality by the breeding pigeons of one and the same fancier. Particularly the vitality literally oozed out of them. This was proved by the firm and vivid muscles in combination with silky soft feathers. The basis of the loft is chiefly formed by pigeons from Kip and Son, Piet de Weerd, Cees de Jong, Jan Ernest, Theo Ernest and Co van Dommelen. It is not the case that numerous pigeons have been bought from these fanciers, only the few that satisfy Lothar's strict standards accompany him to Hutschenhausen. The breeding loft has only become stronger over the years, partly due to its own performance pigeons that have now also been added to the loft. Lothar is helped all year round. His son Ralph takes care, amongst other things, of the internet site. House friend Wolfgang Beyers has an important contribution with the care of the breeding pigeons. Gertrude, Lothar's wife, makes sure of a warm reception and takes care of the gastronomy for all the guests. Lothar himself determines the selection of the pigeons, the coupling of the breeding pigeons and takes care of the racing pigeons. During the arrival of the pigeons, they all sit down cozily together to wait for the pigeons.